Howdy, Professor Perry. This is Luke. This is Dash. I'm doing my chapter 2 for the Jim Crow. Before reading, I was always under the impression that all mass incarceration did was overpopulate the prison, but when I read the first paragraph of chapter 2, it kind of told me that I was wrong. So, this chapter emphasized the war on drugs. I learned that approximately 500,000 people are in jail or prison for a drug offense. I learned the names for what is called pretext stops. A lot of people just think those are racial profiling, but I learned the real name. I didn't know Operation Pipeline was a thing, where it was administered by over 300 agencies, and they taught their officers how to use pretextual traffic stops and consent searches on a large scale for drug interdiction. I didn't know Reagan gave out grants to law enforcement agencies that made law or drug enforcement a top priority. I didn't know that. Something interesting I found that it says prison population boomed because of policy changes, not because of an increase in crime. Some questions I had was, in California versus Acevedo, under what conditions were they able to search a bag locked in the motorist's truck? What did the police say to do that? Is there anything the police can do if you say no to them? If they continue to search after you say no, does that make the evidence that they find invalid? How much exactly did Reagan give to law enforcement agencies? When marijuana is legalized nationwide, is a pardon system for those convicted already realistic, or will that never happen? And then my last question was, who are some well-known attorneys that have made their careers fighting unjust drug convictions? Any big names? Thank you, and I hope you're having an amazing semester.